It's just another tough fight for either one.
Better chance to be very competitive against Inoue because he doesn't throw reckless punches and too many punches where he gives Inoue a lesser chance to catch him.
Well, he can be hurt, he can be put down, and MJ's a big puncher. I don't think you can judge much off of the performance of last week from MJ because he was sort of cautious, and he was just going in there to get the win.
Boxing analysts are strongly backing Murodjon Akhmadaliev as a serious threat to Naoya Inoue. Veteran trainer Teddy Atlas emphasized that MJ is not only powerful, but also disciplined and highly intelligent inside the ring. Unlike fighters who throw wild punches, Akhmadaliev is calculated, picking his shots with accuracy and purpose, which makes it extremely difficult for Inoue to exploit openings. His southpaw stance, polished fundamentals, and composure under pressure all add to his danger factor. Many experts argue that if Inoue enters a fight overlooking him, Akhmadaliev's speed, maturity, and sharp technique could provide the perfect formula to deliver Inoue one of his most challenging tests yet.
He's a southpaw, he's a good puncher, he doesn't waste anything. He's very deliberate in his approach. He slowly, takes the air out of the room by carefully putting pressure on. He's not reckless. He's got good legs. He controls range really well, going in and out, changing range. That helps him defensively. It helps him offensively. He does that like Lomachenko did it. Not as good as Lomachenko. I don't know if anybody does legs as good as Lomachenko at his best did. And Lomachenko was better because he not only went in and out, he went to the sides. He went in, out, side. I mean, he was a magician with his legs. He was a ballet artist with his legs. But MJ uses them well. He doesn't waste anything. As my son said, he's got good eyes. He places punches really accurately, especially to the body. He throws a beautiful left uppercut to the liver. Beautiful. From the southpaw position. Usually you see that punch from the orthodox position with the conventional left hook to the liver. He does it with a left uppercut to the liver. He gets range. He delivers it again very accurately, flawlessly. He is a serious guy. He's not the busiest guy in the world, but that makes him a problem too. I gotta laugh. One of the commentators, I don't know who the guy was, but the blow-by-blow guy, I had to laugh when he said, "Oh, hey, this will never work against Inoue." What are you talking about? He's got to throw more punches for you to give him a chance against Inoue? Where did you get your boxing diploma from? What school was that? I'd like to know. So he's going to have a better chance, in your estimation, to beat Inoue because he should be throwing a lot more punches.
Joel Diaz stresses that Murodjon Akhmadaliev is a true standout in the super bantamweight division. As a southpaw, Akhmadaliev naturally creates difficult angles and unpredictable movement that often frustrate orthodox fighters. Diaz points out MJ's rare blend of speed and strength, explaining that his punches carry not just power but precision, consistently landing with maximum effect. His sharp footwork enables him to control distance, pivot out of danger, and open opportunities from positions opponents rarely expect. Diaz insists that facing Akhmadaliev is far from a straightforward task. His stance, calculated pressure, and athletic ability demand thorough preparation even from the best. Looking ahead to a clash with Naoya Inoue, Diaz suggests those tools could transform what many expect to be a routine win into one of Inoue's hardest tests, forcing him to adapt or risk being completely outmaneuvered.
We just talked about you did say Cinco de Mayo boxing. Congratulations. Now that you know Inoue from Cardenas, you have MJ who's next. Is that going to be here or is it going to be Tokyo? Do you know?
They talked about Tokyo. I think it's going to be over.
I think it's more electric here because we can go. But now,
I wish it was here.
I know. What you learned and what Cardenas learned, is it going to be easier to be able to train MJ, or do you think Inoue is going to come in differently?
Well, it's a different style. It's a different fighter. Cardenas is a right-hander.
Location.
MJ is lefty. Their both styles are different. It's just another tough fight for either one. mean, MJ is tough, he's strong, he's disciplined. I mean, he has great timing, he has better footwork. Cardenas, don't get me wrong, Cardenas is very, very smart with his defense, you know, on avoiding getting hit. But, I mean, I don't think it's going to be easy for either or. And it's not going to be an easy task, even though I share the ring with Inoue already. It's not, because Inoue is very smart. He's very athletic, you know, and I mean, his timing, his volume is overwhelming.
Analysts caution that if Naoya Inoue underestimates Murodjon Akhmadaliev and approaches the fight as an easy assignment, it could prove to be the biggest mistake of his career. The issue is not Inoue's talent. His skills are unquestionable, but rather his mindset and preparation. A key factor experts emphasize is Akhmadaliev's trainer, Joel Diaz, whose experience provides valuable insight into Inoue's style, strengths, and vulnerabilities. Diaz and his team understand what tactics work against Inoue and how those weaknesses can be exploited. Analysts suggest this shared knowledge could play a decisive role. For Inoue, maintaining discipline, avoiding overconfidence, and treating Akhmadaliev as a dangerous, fully prepared opponent will be essential to prevent a costly upset.
Naoya Inoue admitted that MJ Akhmadaliev may possibly be his strongest opponent yet, and that there's no shame in admitting that his plan is to stay vigilant and be extra cautious. Inoue, who's known to always pretty much win via knockout, admitted that for this fight, it's okay to win via decision, suggesting that being reckless and letting his guard down is definitely a big no-no, especially considering that Akhmadaliev's trainer is the same guy who trained Ramon Cardenas, the fighter who fought and scored a knockdown against Inoue this past Cinco de Mayo. Once again, this fight will be for the undisputed junior featherweight title, and if Inoue wins, he's expected to fight again on December 27th and will be headlining a Japan vs Mexico card in Saudi Arabia. Now, this will mark Inoue's official Riyadh season debut in the Middle East, as well as the last fight for Inoue before he and fellow Japanese pound-for-pound Junto Nakatani meet early next year.
Teddy Atlas praised Murodjon Akhmadaliev as one of the fastest and strongest fighters in the division, highlighting his discipline and precision. Unlike reckless punchers, MJ carefully calculates every shot to ensure maximum impact. Atlas explained that this approach not only makes him more effective, but also minimizes unnecessary risks. By avoiding wild exchanges and focusing on accuracy, Akhmadaliev significantly increases his chances of troubling Naoya Inoue and potentially pulling off an upset.
Where he gives Inoue a lesser chance to catch him as he's throwing those punches.
And he's a southpaw.
Yeah, and he's a southpaw. He's very selective what he throws. And when he throws, it's accurate. It's at the right place, at the right time, in the right position. He's not throwing, like you say, more punches where he might throw from too far away or too many in one spot. Where Inoue, who's great at timing guys, would time him in between a fourth punch. Inoue won't have that opportunity because this guy is selective. He is smart. He is calculated. That's what gives him a chance. That's the opposite of what whoever he was. The opposite. That's what gives him a chance for me.
Eddie Hearn stirred major debate in the boxing community by suggesting that Naoya Inoue had been avoiding a clash with Murodjon Akhmadaliev. Hearn claimed that Inoue was well aware Akhmadaliev represented the most complete and dangerous fighter in the division. Yet the matchup never happened until now. The promoter argued that MJ has long been the most avoided contender at super bantamweight, a high-risk, lower-reward opponent that top stars prefer to sidestep. By framing Inoue as deliberately steering clear of the challenge, Hearn reignited the narrative that this fight is long overdue. His comments also boosted Akhmadaliev's reputation, casting him as the fighter other champions were reluctant to face, thereby heightening anticipation for their long-awaited showdown.
He's straight ducking MJ Akhmadaliev. He's been ordered to fight him twice, right? He's had 2 gimme fights now instead of fighting Akhmadaliev. And now, well, tomorrow, Monday, the WBA will write to Naoya Inoue and they will say, enough's enough. You have to fight Akhmadaliev next, or you will be stripped of your WBA world title. He has ducked Akhmadaliev twice after an order. Now he's getting ordered for a 3rd time, and he will give up his right as undisputed champion rather than make a mandatory defense against Akhmadaliev? What? Tell me a better fight at 122 than Inoue against Akhmadaliev. It doesn't exist. So you're ducking the best fight in the division. And I can't understand it. Like, I don't even think it's just coming from the team. They don't like the fight.
Davies pushed back against Eddie Hearn's claims, questioning whether Naoya Inoue ever had a reason to avoid Murodjon Akhmadaliev. He asked pointedly, who exactly is MJ Akhmadaliev that Inoue would feel the need to duck him? While acknowledging MJ's respect among boxing insiders, Davies stressed that his recognition beyond hardcore fans is limited. In contrast, Inoue is already a global star, an undisputed champion who has consistently faced and defeated elite opponents while building an international following. From that standpoint, the idea of Inoue deliberately avoiding a less-known fighter seems unlikely. Davies argued that Inoue's achievements and reputation speak louder than any need to prove himself by silencing critics. To him, a fight with Akhmadaliev would be less about disproving Hearn's narrative and more about legacy, testing himself against another skilled, dangerous challenger. The clash of opinions between Hearn and Davies underscores a divide in boxing promotion. One side elevating Akhmadaliev as a voided man, the other questioning whether such avoidance was ever grounded in reality.
Akhmadaliev, who is Akhmadaliev? I know he's very seasoned and he's a brilliant fighter and very dangerous, but who is he?
At this stage of Naoya Inoue's career, exactly that question, Gareth. Who is he?
Naoya Inoue is number 2 pound for pound in the world,
Mate,
isn't he? Or 2 or 3.
For the people that may not know Naoya Inoue, he's in the top 3 pound for pound. He's a 4-weight, 4-division world champion, 2-weight, 2-division undisputed champion. Naoya Inoue, I'll tell you where he goes next. He's been light fly, super fly, bantam, super bantam. You know, he's gone through the divisions, winning world titles and getting undisputed, etc. Where does he go next? He moves up. He's just signed with Riyadh season.
Yeah.
The fight was there. It was a brilliant performance against Kim. Just showed his class. Absolutely dominated and absolutely
Don't
iced
call him on, I say, because Kim made a massive mistake.
Yeah, Kim called him on, and the body shot was crippling, and then he landed a big right hand. The fight was over, but it was calculated. It was meticulous in that finish. It was brilliant.
This guy is a modern great. He's called a monster because I think it's 26 knockouts from 29 fights now. He is so destructive. He's come up through the weight divisions, as you say, 4 weight divisions, not just winning world titles, but dominating the best in the divisions. He's stepping up to a 5th weight division. He's got the credence and the belief of Turki Al-Sheikh now, who wants him to fight. Who did he mention? Nick Ball. And this is a fight we've been pushing for. I've been talking about it for a year. Stylistically, Ball is a squat, powerful pocket rocket who comes at you all night.
That's all for today's video. Stay tuned tomorrow